go. Ugh. No way. Oh, someone's obsessed. See, it's fine though. Dude, this like the girl clan or what's going on here? Trans American horny as with 4.3 hours on record. What is an MMR? How do we go from 4.3 hours to Ella or whatever that has 2,000 hours and then me that has a lot of hours? Like, how do they determine that? How, serious question. How do we determine the hours or the MMR in this game? How does that work? It's a dredge. It's on me. He's on me. He's on my balls. My balls. Ah! Swing and a miss. You don't get those. He's on me. That ain't gonna work, bud. Oh, he got me, he got me. I'm still good, I'm still good, still good, still good. How you doing, bud? Ah! Dude, there's no way that fucking hit me, dude. Are you fucking serious? Wait. He's trying to slug. Oh no, you got haunt the grounds. Dude, these fucking hitboxes are fucking trash. How the fuck did that hit me? I'm 5 feet through the window. Look, I'm camping. Oh, you little baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's triggered. He's salty, man. He's on my balls. How are them balls taste? Good? I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy. Trying to slug. I think he's gonna try to slug. Look at him slugging. That's what bad players do. Yeah. Having a great time, aren't you? You like riding me, don't you? I bet you do. Come on, buddy. There you go. Good job, Daddy. Good job. Good job, bud. Come on this way, buddy. Come on, Daddy. It's okay. Come on, buddy. It's okay. Oh, good boy. There we go. Come this way. How's that flashlight feel in your eye, bud? Swing and a miss. Oh, he swung. He got me. Come on. How you doing? How you feeling? You feeling good? Whoop. Anytime a killer misses, you have to go swing and a miss. And then they swing 3 times and miss, they strike 3. Out. Get the hell out of here. Isn't that what New Yorkers say? Get the hell out of here. You can always tell someone from New York. They got some funny accents. Like not like talking bad about it. I'm saying I got friends from New York. Some of the things they say that is funny as hell. Get the hell out of here. That's what they say. If you stop crawling, I'll come heal you. Stay there! Stay there! Oh my god, I'm losing my fucking mind. Well, I guess you don't want to be healed, you freaking idiot. I was gonna do a CJ tech. Fucking idiots, man. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Holy fucking shit, dude. Stay by the fucking pallet. I just don't understand what goes through some of y'all's fucking heads, man, when y'all playing the damn game. Like use fucking common sense. Holy shit. Why are you gonna crawl away from the pallet? First of all, you're crawling. I can't fucking heal you when you're crawling. You're not recovering. Like.
Yao Ming was the first to block my shot 3 times in a row. Tricked me. 3 years, I never spoke to Yao's. I thought it was a language barrier there. And then one game, he hit me with a Keem Olajuwon bing, bing, fade away. I said, hey, Yao, nice move. And he said, thanks, my brother. I said, whoa, whoa.
Not friendly, not friendly, not friendly, not friendly. She's a service dragon. Not friendly, not friendly, not friendly, not friendly. She's a service dragon.
I don't try to, like... put down newer players, because I understand they don't have the same experience, the same, you know, I understand. And I understand being scared too, because I used to be that player too. It's just, I'm so competitive at times. This guy might actually be decent. That hit me? There's no way that fucking hit me. It wouldn't even let me drop the pallet. Like, he hit me like, what? He's got iron grass. Why didn't it let me drop the pallet, dude? I pushed fucking space. Oh, that's why. I guess it's a buggy lobby, huh? Not even on the hook right. Look at this shit. Love this game, don't I? Why do I continue to play it? Oh, look at that. Got them wireless. Nice. And why is 2 still on the gen? Dude, I'm about to fucking uninstall. You think you're good, huh? Alright, bet. Heal me. Heal me. That guy's in for a treat. Even though healing probably, oh my fucking god, what lobbies am I fucking in? Holy shit. Oh, I'm about to be a fucking prick now. I'm not a top player, but you're in for a treat, my man. You're in for a treat, my dude. I play the game how it should be played, friendly. You're destroying my team because they're trash, but there's not much I can really do but waste your time, and I'm going to do that when you get back on me. But you just stay on console where you belong, because all console players try to act tough. They ain't shit. And I'm saying that as a console player too. I played this game on console. Oh, I started on console. I have my PS5 right here, so you can't say I hate console. Come on, bud. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. This is what you wanted, right? The wrong thing to do is to piss me off, man. That is the wrong thing to do, my man. Oh, come back. Don't leave. I try to play the game fair, man. I try to play like the game the way it should be played, but when I get mad, I play better, so. If you want to piss me off, and you want to get destroyed, hit me on the hook. Because that is the worst thing you can do to me, I promise. Why? Why does that piss me off, you may ask? Because I don't do anything toxic to anybody. I don't do anything to piss anybody off. And you still missed. You might have me here, bud. I mean, you're probably gonna kill me. That's fine. But I'm having a good time right now, man. This is fun. A little fake. Got me. Bro, it took you like 2 hours to get me. What are you doing? You literally lost the game. I hope you had a great time, bro. You're literally chasing me like the whole game. How does it feel to suck? I've always wondered that. How does it feel to suck? I didn't even have to throw the shack power. Imagine chasing me so long at the fucking shack and you still suck. Yo, yeah, you got work, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, you got work. 1v1 me, man. Put some money up. Let's go, teammates. Go. Let him enjoy his little 1 kill. Let's go, teammates. I tried to go for the save. Let's go. I probably should have just left, but this guy is so fucking bad. Just go! Oh shit, that's loud. Oh my god, they're selling so hard, dude. What are you fucking doing? He really wants me though. Dude, you fucking suck. It took like 2 hours for you to down me. What are you doing? 1v1 me for money, man. 1v1 me, man. We're gonna put an end to the debate right here. Put your money up. Let's put 500 a game. You put 500 up, I put 500 up. That's 1,000 for jackpot. Let me find where he's on, bro. Let me find out where he's on. It's probably a kid, man. Look, I really want to 1v1 this guy, dude. I hope it's not a kid. I hope he's got money. 22396 What a fucking name. I can't even find him. You on the Xbox? Hey, if you're watching, add me. 1v1 for money. Put your money where your mouth is, bro. It took you like 2 hours to down me, and you're over here hitting people on hooks and shit. That's very impressive. Look, man, playing like that, you're never gonna improve at the game, and you're never gonna beat anything in life. So maybe try to humble yourself. That's how I got better. I humbled myself. I can't even find this guy. Well, there's last place to look, isn't there? I'm just gonna search everywhere for this dude. How are you gonna hit me on the hook and walk over my body when you got worked and chased, dude? I didn't even have to use the shack pallet, and I still stayed there for like 2 hours. And you're over here hitting people on the hook. You're never gonna be the player that I am. I put money on that, okay? And if you think you're confident, let's play for money. Come on, man. I put 500 in, you put 500 in. If you can down me within 30 seconds or to a minute, I'll cash out you $500 right now. Swear to God, $500 right now. I'll sign a contract. Send me whatever you want. Email me whatever you want to email me, or send me a message. I'll sign the contract. Sign it. You can take me to court if I don't pay you. All right, $500 a game, or $500 a chase. Whatever you want to do, it don't matter. I got the money, as you can clearly see. You're not gonna break my pockets, I promise. Let's see what you got. I'm not mad. I'm literally just giving you an option to show yourself. Let's see. Maybe that was one game. Maybe that was just a beginner's luck, right? Let's see what you got. Let's see if you're actually a good player. Prove me wrong. And I ain't salty. Like I said, I will give you $500. You ain't gotta give me shit. If you beat me, I'll give you $500. If I beat you, you don't have to give me shit. But it's plain and simple. All right, let's see. Let's just do that. Maybe fun. Trust me, I get paid pretty well playing music. You're not gonna break my pockets. Matter of fact, I'll make it 1,000. You beat me, I'll give you 1,000 right now. Swear. I'll show you the money before I give it to you. It don't matter. Whatever you want to do. This is your chance to win money. Free money. I give money away all the time to people. This ain't gonna be nothing. I can't find this guy. I can't find him. I give up. YouTube, what do you think? Should we play him for money? I should have added him. I should have added him before I left. I don't remember his name. I couldn't find that guy. I should have used Shaq Palette. Yeah, I mean, I could have. When you talking about when he downed me? Yeah, I could have used Shaq Palette. But and honestly, though, I thought in that instant, I thought he was gonna go. I thought I was gonna try to fake the window and see if he would go out to the window, but he actually swung through the pallet. I think he thought I was gonna drop it. So he swung through it, and when he swung through, it put him by the window, and he body blocked me. Like, I don't think he meant to body block me. I think his momentum brought him to that window, and after that, I had to take the M1, and then he ended up downing me. But, I mean, I should have dropped it. I mean, I already got a lot of value out of the Shaq. So, yeah, you're right. I probably could have dropped it. I just don't understand why people have to be toxic, dude. I don't understand that. Like, I've been playing this game 9 years. Okay? A long time. And I'm a good player, and I'm a high-skill player, and I've played a lot of tournaments, and I've played a lot of I played with Noob 3, I played with a lot of big, good players. And all of us in the same team is broken. It's literally broken. I mean, we escaped, I think, like 50 to 60 times in a row. I mean, I've done everything you could do in this game, right? But I'm not a toxic player. I'm only toxic when someone disrespects me first. He hit me on the hook first, and I felt disrespected, so that's when I started flashlighting and teabagging him. I don't do things like that out of the norm. If I'm at the exit gates, you're never going to see me sit there and teabag killers unless they disrespect me or they start being toxic to me first. But other than that, I just go. I don't sit there and wait for them to get there or whatever. I just leave. I try to play the game the right way, right? But I don't know, man. Like, there's no need to be toxic towards somebody. You don't know what kind of day someone's having, right? And I know he probably thinks he won the game, but did he really win the game? Because I had bot teammates that made him look good, right? And I don't give a fuck if I die or escape. I've done did everything I wanted to do in this game in my 9-year career playing this game, right? And I say career because it's been a long time. I'm 29 now. I started playing this game when I was 19, 20 years old. 20, yeah, around there. 20 years old, 19, 20, and started on console. But now I just care about my performance and what I can do to give my team a good chance to win. And usually, in the way the MMR works nowadays, John, is it puts newer players with good players and good players with newer players. Which, okay, so 90% of my games, I'm always the better player or the better looper. Even it doesn't matter if I'm the first one dead or if I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard. It all depends. That's many factors of I'm the only one getting chased. I'm tunneled. I'm not doing other objectives in the game because I'm getting chased. I'm not doing many gens, so I'm gonna be lower, right? But I'm usually always the better looper in my lobby. Just a fact. My team only gets a better chance when I'm getting the first one chased, and I make it a good chase, right? So that game, my teammates should have just let me take my L on the hook, right? Because that's I lost the game, even though to me I won the game. If I die, get my teammates out because I'm looping the killer for days, that's a win to me. That's not an L. I don't care how you see it. It's not an L. But my teammates just stuck around for whatever reason. I understand they want to save me, but dude, it's fine. Just leave. I did what I needed to do as a decent looper to get you out. So just leave. I'm cool with dying. I've died a lot in this game, and I've done escaped a lot in this game. That doesn't impress me. My performance is what impresses me. Performing well, staying alive as long as I can, having good chases, giving my team a chance. That's what I care about. And it kind of ticks me off that there's no penalty to playing bad anymore. You don't depib anymore. So the game, it's so easy to hit rank 1 now. Like, y'all, half of these newer players would not be able to survive back in my day. We didn't have a HUD showing over here that you were on a jam right now. We didn't have that. We didn't have an in-game collapse. We didn't have where the killers can close the hatch. You used to escape the hatch through the hatch with your buddies back in the day. The game has changed for the good, but it's also changed for the bad in some ways, especially the MMR and the ranking system now. All right, we have a pretty good window set up here. It's 100. Like I said, man, I'm a humble player. Like, I know I'm a good player because I played a long time. And if I wasn't good, after 9 years of playing this game, I probably would just quit, never play the game again. But I teach newer players how to get better. And I actually get paid to do it. It's my side job, believe it or not. There's a website called Fiverr. It's a third-party website that you can, like, pay people to, like, make a website for you. Now, nowadays, you don't know if it's AI or, I mean, you really don't know what, yeah, someone make a logo, you don't know if it's AI or whatever. But, whatever, man. I guess it's less work you ain't gotta do, I guess. I don't know. But back in the day before AI became a thing, you could pay people on there to promote your website or promote a business or promote your YouTube channel to like 5 million of their fan base or whatever, right? You can pay people to make a logo or pay people to make a website, customize your YouTube. Well, you can also pay people to coach you on things, on video games, and teach you how to play or get good at Rainbow or Call of Duty or whatever. Well, people actually pay for stuff like that because they want to get better. They do, but they need a mentor. Everyone needs a mentor. I don't care who you are. If you don't think you need a mentor, then you haven't lived enough life yet. Everybody needs a guidance of somebody there for them. Because at one point in your life, you need somebody. You either need someone's shoulder to cry on because you're going through a death in the family, or you need someone's help with something, or you have a broke down car, you have a flat tire. What are you gonna do? You're gonna call somebody? Obviously, you're gonna call somebody. Everybody needs somebody at some point in life. All right? And if you say you never needed somebody, you're lying. You're lying. Everybody needs a mentor, and it's okay to pay. If you have the money, it's okay to pay people to teach you something or to get better at something. It's okay, because people are getting paid for their time, not because they want to be an asshole and rip you off or charge you. But a lot of people have families, but a lot of people are taking their time out of their day and night to spend time with you to teach you to get better at something. You're really paying them for their time and service, and for their time, really, most of their time. So, but I do teach players all the time for free, as well, because I understand times is rough. The government don't care, and I understand, just for me, personally, as a single man with no kids and stuff, I make too much. I make way too much. I don't get food stamps. I probably never will, right? And I'm not saying I need food stamps. I'm just saying, like, you know how much money I would have in my pocket if I didn't have to pay out of pocket for food? Like, just buying a couple groceries, I'm spending like $150 just on a few things. It's freaking nuts. Like I think hard-working people like myself that work our ass off every freaking day, every single day, in the heat, whatever it may be, get up at 4 in the morning, I think we should still qualify for food stamps. I think we should automatically get food stamps, because I think we should have more money in our pocket instead of spending so much money on food and stuff. I think that's bullshit, man. We out here busting our ass and we don't get shit from the government. Matter of fact, I owe at tax time. I owe like well over $2,000 every tax year. That's bullshit. That is freaking bullshit, man. I don't mind paying taxes, that's fine. But then you see all these people that have like 5 kids, right? They get like $2,000 of food stamps, they get like $2,000 of tax time, and then you got people like me that work our ass off and we paying in the shit. Because we make too much. The fuck out of that shit, man. Now, obviously, like I said, I make too much, so since I make too much, they assume that, oh, you can go buy groceries. I get that, yes, I can. I don't even look at look, I'm not gonna sit here and brag about money or nothing, because I'm not someone that does brag about money. But I don't even look at a price tag when I go into fucking stores, okay? I don't. But then when I get to that register, and I'm looking, I'm like, for 10 things, it's $300. Now I'm starting to freaking think about everything. Now I'm starting to think about shit. Because just because you have money don't mean you need, to be clumsiness. Did I say it right? With your money. So after I started spending all this money that I've made over the years from music, my other full-time job, and teaching music, and then all this stuff that I do, and programming, and I do like I have like 5 incomes, right? And I donate to like charities and shit, and I love doing that. Most of the money I get from my music goes straight to charity, and sometimes I just give people random money and stuff, and I invest money. But after spending all this money at the store and not looking at a price tag and being stupid sometimes with my money, I decided it would be a good idea to go out and get a financial advisor. So that's how I got linked up with Sarah. She's my financial advisor, so when the stock market crashes and stuff, she calls me and says, hey man, we're gonna take the money out of this investment, we're putting it into this one. The company is doing better in this one, and then my money never drops. It keeps going up, right? My 401k, everything I have, all my investments, all my assets and stuff, it has not dropped since I've been with her. Everything's going up. I mean, right now, I'm probably, if you're counting all my assets and stuff, I'm probably around 2 million. So that's why I want to stay single, because if I get married, I'm always afraid I'm gonna get killed. My life insurance policy is around 2 million, 2 to 3 million, which kind of scares me, man. That's why I don't want to get married. I don't know, man. Anyone could probably kill me and just whatever, but I don't want to get married. I don't want to get married. My life insurance, because I don't know if someone's gonna like try to kill me because like they can get my wife or whatever because they can get money. But my kids, if I ever have kids, they're gonna have college paid for. A lot of people, because I'm trying to think I want to retire young, right? But a lot of people's like, well, why don't you like spend your money now, because you're not guaranteed to live to retirement, which is true, I guess. But I'm not just setting myself up for life insurance or for retirement. If I were to die in an accident tomorrow, which hopefully not, my mom, my dad, my sisters, ain't nobody gonna have anything to worry about. They're covered. They're good. My whole family's good. Why? Well, I worked hard. I get up at 4 o'clock every morning. I have like 3 incomes. I do music. I made most of my money from music. I'm a programmer, so I make easy money from doing video games, or well, mostly websites, building websites for businesses and stuff. And I take all my money that I usually get from certain, like my music, I put it straight into my 401k and savings. And I got a financial advisor that took my money and made it grow. So think about it. If you take $7,000 a year and put $7,000 into your savings, no matter what your job is, do the math on that. If you take $7,000 for the rest of your life, let's say you want to retire at 45, take $7,000 a year and say you put $7,000 a year for 45 years in your savings. Do the math on that. And you tell me what you get. You can retire if you put around $7,000 in your savings every year for the next 45 years. So think about that. And if you get a financial advisor, she could take that $7,000 a year and make it grow and double that to about $15,000 a year. If you invest your money right. That's what I did. So I put Oh, I was fucking with him. But yeah, so it's all about investments, right? That's what it's about, investments. So, even if let's say you don't have the best job, which is fine. I don't judge. It's fine, because what my mindset was when I was young is every job I got, I didn't want to go down in pay. I want to go up in pay. And every job I've ever gotten over the years, I ain't never went down in pay. Ever. I always went up, 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 up. But like I was saying though, if you take a little bit of money, even if you don't have a 401k or a job that offers that or whatever, just put a little money back every year to your savings, and to get yourself a financial advisor, they are going to help you grow that money. So if you have, let's say right now you have 45, I don't know, let's say you have 3,000, 4,000 you're saving right now. A financial advisor is going to tell you exactly how to invest that and where to invest that. And they will even do it for you. My financial advisor has access to everything of mine. She can see my money. She can see what I'm spending my money on. She will call me and tell me that is a stupid decision. She's really hard on me. Even though I'm a grown man, it's my money. I have the money I have now because of her. And I'm not being like, my money's not gonna follow me to my grave, so I'm very humble. I don't care about money at all. It's the why I donate a lot of my money to charity. I don't care about it. Like, as long as I live comfortably, that's all I care about. Right? I'm not somebody that is money hungry or that cares about money. I don't. But being able to take care of yourself and your family is important. I had to get her off the hook, because nobody else was. But I donate money to people all the time. But like I said, especially charities, kids' hospitals and stuff. What is up with these lobbies tonight? Dude, I am like flabbergasted. Is that that the right word? What are you doing? Following me around. Oh, it stank down there, bro. It stank. But like I said, to anyone young out there watching this, be smart with your money. Stay single, man. Stay away from the girls. Don't have no kids, man. Focus on you. Get yourself a business, something. Start yourself something. But like I said, put a little money back into your savings. Get yourself enough money in your savings. A few grand. Get you a financial advisor and let her know your situation. Hey, I got a couple thousand in my savings. I want to make it grow. She's gonna look at your options. She's gonna look at the stock market. She's gonna be able to see all these different investments that you can invest your money into. And then she's gonna put your money in the best scenario that fits what you want. So if you're trying to make your money grow, she's gonna invest your money into something that includes the stock market and stuff. And she's gonna be able to see what's doing well, what's not doing well. And she's gonna put your money into something that's doing well. So, because the stock market crashes, right? That's just what happens. I don't know what's going on in this game. I don't know what's going on. I'm just here. But this is what happens in this game now. I always complain about the MMR because it's just really bad. But it's never gonna change. I need to get him on me. What's up, Nick? Nigga Dick? Well, it's not like I said nigga Dick. I didn't say it. I meant to say nigga. That sounded wrong. Why did we get Nicolas Cage, but we didn't get nobody else that's like a famous celebrity? Huh? Well, I thought girl got a choker on. Are you kinky like that? He's got sloppy, doppy dop. This game's over. I mean, my teammates just don't have it. I mean, I didn't do much this game either. I'm just kind of messing around. I'm talking. If I talk a lot about something, I get distracted, but I'm just here at this point. If I see someone start moonwalking, I know they're probably decent. That's how it works, right? Isn't that how it works? It is how it works. Because moonwalking is a hard skill to learn. And it lets me know you've been playing the game a while. And you probably got good movement. He didn't want to chase me anymore. I think he knows I'm the better one, so he's like, I'm gonna go for the other person. I think he's coming back now. We're wasting so much time healing. I mean, the game's over though, so whatever. Lightborn. Sick. He does not use his power much at all. I'm trying to get my exhaustion back. Tunneling, huh? Do I have nothing to work with? This guy is so bad. Why did my teammates went through all them fucking pallets? But they didn't use no pallets over here, dude. Are you fucking serious? This guy is so bad, man. This whole lobby is bad. Like, what is this fucking MMR? They went through all those fucking pallets down there. In the shot pallet. Y'all just throwing that shit? Fuck. Like, what? Like, look at this shit. Tunneling? That's cute. Fucking raging, bro. Like, I ain't never played against a ghoul, man, that never used their power. Like, I mean, honestly, I wasn't even trying that game because... Why try when I'm the only one trying? That's even valid. It is, I guess. I just don't understand how they went through all those pallets. I mean, everywhere I went, there was nothing for me to do. There was no shack pallet. I don't know how I stay alive so long like I did at the shack anyways. And I went to the middle of the map and there's fucking nothing. Like, what the fuck? And then I'm always the one that gets tunneled every fucking game. Like, what the fuck? Like, why do I get targeted all the time? Like, that killer was bad. Straight up bad. Like, if I was playing with my team, which I know you just play solo now, but if I was playing with, like, other good survivors, like myself, the MMR is so bad that these killers wouldn't even stand a chance against us. Like, I'm talking about 40 plus escapes in a row. It's happened before. It's pretty OP when you have a good team against this MMR. Because they ain't gonna put us in a lobby against killers that's around our skill level. It's not gonna happen. Bruh, are you gonna talk to me? You added me. You added me, bro. I'm trying to play with you. You don't want to play? Why would you put your last name in here? Like, you added me. I hate that shit. People add you and they don't talk. Like, if you add me on Facebook and you leave me on red and you don't talk to me, I'm blocking your ass straight up. I don't give a fuck. You added me. I didn't add you. Talk. You're not gonna add me on Facebook just so you can be nosy. That's not how that works. You know what? Another thing I hate too is when you post something on Facebook and then you tell someone about it in person, like, yeah, I saw it on Facebook. I'm like, motherfucker, you couldn't like it? But, but if they disagree with you, I guarantee they'll comment on that bitch. If they disagree, they're gonna comment on that bitch. And the shack pack, just get the fuck out of here, man. Like, I don't understand, man. Just, the game just started and the shack paddle's down. Shit pisses me off so much, man. The best paddle in the game, gone. Like that. This MMR, man. Of course, there's a trap there. I hate Trapper. I fucking do. Like, he's a bad trapper too. You know how I know he's a bad trapper? Because a good trapper would trap the most powerful structures first. He didn't even touch the shack. Granted, he spawned over here, but a good trapper would go to the shack and trap that first. Most of the time. I hate Trapper. Yeah, he's a, you know, people say he's a weak killer, which he kind of is, but doesn't help when you're a good player and you're a good looper and you're getting and you're looping the fuck out of him, and then you go down from a trap because you don't see it, and there's a trap there where you want to loop. There's nothing you can do about that. Now watch him chase me, you know? Guy's already dead. That's embarrassing. And that's a bad trap, by the way. All I gotta do is drop that pallet. He does not know how to trap. He's probably doing it so you can't see it. But it's still not a proper way to. You want to trap on the off the sides of it. Yeah, you're bad. You better put it down a trap because you're not good. Right here, buddy. Yeah, you're not gonna get me in the trap. That's the only way you're gonna get me, bud. I hate to tell you. Yeah, come on, bud. He got fast. Yeah, you gotta put down a trap, bud. You just have to. We're gonna get a chin out of it, though. The only reason I don't like trapper is because it scares the shit out of me when I go through a trap. Now I will say this, trapper. I know a lot of people say trapper's weak, but he's not. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna explain to you why. He's weak when you're playing with friends, with communication, because you can communicate and you can have a friend come behind you and undo his traps. And solo queue, this is where he's very strong. I don't want to say super strong, but this is where he strives. This game's already over, so. Thank you. Dude, is he hit? Why was he hitting me on the ground? Like, dude, I let you down me, bro. Like, congrats. Okay, bud. It's a lot. The MMR, I just don't understand. I don't understand why a 9-year player, veteran like myself, is getting put in lobby with someone to just download the game for the first time, haven't even wiggled their toes in the fog yet, and they're being in the lobby with me. We're gonna take a break for a second. We're just gonna chat and do some things, work on my website, and just have fun.
Hey guys, Liam here today. Hey, welcome back to another LSBFR video.
So as people know, I'm a programmer. I do. Well, I made this website by scratch. Just coding with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which I went to school for. I don't know any back-end stuff. I'm only a front-end web developer, which is cool. I like doing it. I like front-end stuff. But then video game, I do I know C, C++, and C#, but I mostly do my mods in C#. Because that's what a lot of mods are developed in C#. A lot of games are developed in C#, like 7 Days to Die, Stranding Deep. It's a lot of games that's coded in C#. And C# is like C and C++. It's Microsoft's version. It's rewritten by Microsoft and Bill Gates and all them over there. Geniuses, right? So, but making websites ain't hard. This navigation is pretty simple to make. Navigation is pretty simple to make, and I'm going to show you how to do all that. So there's many ways that we can there's many ways we can do a lot of things. I'm texting my friend back. So in HTML we have a thing called tags, okay? So this website, everything you see on my website starts with tags. This is a tag, this has a tag, this is a button, but it's a tag. Because in programming, like take programming for example, you have let's say you have a variable, right? And a variable name. And then you have a boolean. So here we have a variable name, and then we have a value, right? A value. And so in here we have a tag, and then we gave a tag a class with a name of video showcase. Here we have a tag with a value, so we have it equal and in quotations, and then we have some text just showcasing what it is, right? So you have like if I go to CSS, we have a property, right? And then we have property type and then a value. Okay. Right here, though, we have a background. We're using the variable background card because I have some variables at the top. So if I go over here and programming, like I said, it's simple. It's very simple stuff. We have a let me just move my camera down. So there's simple tags that every programmer that we use all the time. So the title up here, we're going to change that title. Every website has one. You see, I have one here. Facebook has one. They all use the same thing. I love programming because anyone can do it. If you have a computer, you can do it. There's books out there. I went to school, luckily for me. Not everyone has that option, but there's AI that you can learn. Don't just copy and paste code AI gives you. Tell AI, hey, I want to learn C#. What's the different syntax? What's the different operators? They're going to tell you syntax and operators. For example, you see I'm using a semicolon in programming language, C#. That ends a statement. You're going to see comma that separates statements, right? And then if I use a equal to equals, that means equal. If something's equal to, right? If I use a exclamation point and equal, null, let's just say null, that is checking that something is not equal to something. So that we're checking. So if we want to check if this, and we want to say something like if is active, because we named it is active. So let's just say that real quick. Let's just say we go in here, right? We have an active state. We have an active boolean, right? And we want to check to make sure it's not null, and if it's not true, and if it's not, make it true, right? So we can call on our active state, and we can say if I gotta create a we could just say so let's just go into I don't know where I want to let's just go into here. Let's go into this one up here. Okay? Let's just go in here because this runs every frame. So if we say we want to check and see to make sure this. Let's just say this is false, right? So we can say if bar showing. So we can say if bar is showing, let me see, if bar is showing, how do I want to do this? We could say return. So let's just say if bar is not equal to false, then return. So, and obviously it's going to give us the error code. It's not. It's just showing an example. So we're checking if it's not equal to false, return. That's what that means. If it's not equal to false, and I can show another example. So let me find one here. This is checking if active interaction is not equal to no, then let's start the cleanup for it. So basically it's saying if it's still active, let's go ahead. It's pretty much over the call out. Let's go ahead and clean up things. Let's end the call out. Let's clean up everything. Let's do our cleanup process, right? So it's pretty simple. So if we start our basic tag here, this is our common, we've got our language. This is our meta car set. That's our common characters. And this is for mobile devices. And then we can put Facebook here. And this changes what we see up here. So that changes that. And then to link my style sheet, I can go into link CSS. And then if I go into here, body, background color, green, that changes the color there. Now for our headings, there's 6 headings that we can use for tags, 1 through 6. 1 being our biggest. H2, a little bit smaller. H3, a little bit smaller. H4, a little bit smaller. H5, smaller. And H6, our last one. Our normal hello world that everyone learns. Right? And I can go straight in here and use a style and do our style and color value red. And that changes it like that. But we can do it in here as well, which is a common way to do it. Right? Like that, right? We can also do background color. Like that. So let's say we want to make a navigation, right? That's usually the first thing I make is a navigation. So navigations are pretty easy to make. Now HTML5 came out what? 10 years ago, maybe? And they gave us a navigation tag we used to have. We used to make our navigations like this with a div, which is a division, and we can make that as a container. But now we have a thing called a nav tag that we can put stuff in, and we can put in here unordered list. We can use an unordered list, and we can say a home. So we can make our navigation like this. can go in here and call our header, background color, black. Padding, 14 pixels. And let's go ahead and get rid of all that padding and stuff at the edges. So we're going to put star. We're going to say padding, 0 by default. And margin, 0. Right? And then we can say nav, display, flex, justify content. Or whatever, we can do space around, we can do space between. And then I think we can say it might be under UIL. So let's, what we'll do here, we don't even need that right now. There we go. We can say center. Just messing around with different values here. What else do we have here? Left. If I want to be on left or right. And then we can put our gap to what we want it to be. Now, obviously, that'd be kind of, well, that's not bad. And then, nav A, that's our anchors, color, white, text decoration, none, and there's a simple navigation. And then if I want to do a hover effect, when you hover over it, we can say nav A hover color orange. And we could do text decoration underline. And then we could do transform scale 1.1. Right? And then let's say if I wanted this to be for mobile devices, and let's say I want these links to drop down vertically when I bring the screen down. Well, you see if I go into, let's keep flex. We can do flex direction column, right? To make it for mobile. That's what we're going to do for mobile devices. So we go down to here, we get immediate and max width of let's say 700 pixels. So we're saying we're saying when screens get to a max, when screens get to 700 pixels and below, then we'll run the code and we'll say nav, and then we'll say flex direction column. And then we'll say there you go. And then we have it vertically, if we want to set that up for vertically. Now, how I make my hamburger menus is I get spans and I do that 3 times and I leave it empty. Okay? And then what I can do is I can get another, well, yeah, we can get another nav. We'll give this one a class of mobile menu. We'll give it ID a mobile menu, and then we can go in here and say home, that'd be for our mobile, and then we go in here and style it. All right, so let's create a button here. There it is, right there, right? Now it looks like shit, but we're gonna go ahead. I think we named it hamburger. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll copy that, and then we'll say ham dot hamburger, and then we'll make that look like a hamburger, or like the menu that you see right here. So our width, I think I use 40 pixels, 32 pixels. Okay. And then we use a display flex, and then we use flex direction column, and then we use justify content space between transparent, and I think I use, what did I use? I think I use for our position. Position should be relative. I want to say relative to our content. I think it's position relative, or is it absolute? I think it's relative. Z index, so it stays at the top. So we could just put 1,000, so it always stays at the top. It never gets behind anything. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay, what's next? So now we need to say dot hamburger span display block. And then we need our width to be 100 of the width and about 4 pixels height. So width 100%, height 4 pixels. And then background, it should be white. Right? The border 10 pixels. And then we could probably do a transition. So we'll say transition. No. Is it transition or transform? I want to say it's transform. 0.35 seconds ease opacity. So opacity is going to allow the opacity to go in and out. So yeah, opacity 0.25 seconds ease. All right, now to make it animate. So here's the plan. To make an X like this. Now that looks clean, but that took a lot to get it to look so clean. So what we need to do, if you notice this menu, we have 3 bars. Now you notice it makes an X. So what we need to do is we need to rotate this one, top one, about 45 degrees. This one's gonna be minus 45 degrees, so it makes an X. And then the middle one, we're gonna turn the opacity down to 0, so it goes, you can't see it, right? So what we'll do dot hamburger dot active. So we're gonna call it active state. Okay. Span nth child 1 because it's our first one. And then here we'll say transform. Okay. So transform. We're gonna transform. I think the Y. So transform. No. Transform. Translate. Y. We try 14 pixels. 14 pixels. Rotate, I think it's gonna be 45 degrees. Hamburger active span and th child 45 degrees. So it's texting me. Okay, so it doesn't work right now, right? If you click it, don't work. It's because we need JavaScript. So you notice if I go back, I made an ID called mobile menu. This is important because we're gonna use this ID in JavaScript. Like I said, JavaScript's not hard to learn, but it's not easy like everyone says it is, like C# is. So I have this ID and I need it mobile menu. So what we do you go to JavaScript, we get a variable called const. It's simple, right? And we name it hamburger. We can name it anything. And this is going to be equal to document.getElementById because what is that? It's ID, right? So we'll get the element by ID and we give it that name. Okay. Right? And then we need to make it where it opens these links up when we get them in there. So we'll go ahead and call that 2. For our hamburger. So, because we want the menu to show our links when we open up our hamburger, so that's why we have this as an ID. So we'll have 2 of those. So, that should be that. This should be the bottom one. And then we'll say okay, there we go. So, and you notice we have a thing called active. We're going to call our active in JavaScript because that's going to trigger these to work. Our transforms. If I go in here, now what we do is we have a hamburger variable, right? So we say hamburger, so that's what we just created, right? Yeah, add an event listener, because we want to listen for a click. When they click this, we want to listen for a click, right? And then we'll say, and we can put this in single quotation or double, it don't matter. And we'll say click, put that there. I'm going to put those 2 there. We're going to say if it's equal or greater and then we got the hamburger for event listener, and then we put our mobile menu in here like this. Well, first we're going to call our active class for our menu so we can get our animation to work. So we have to call on our hamburger menu and say let's listen for active, so it makes our little X when we get that working on. So we'll say hamburger dot class list because it's a class dot toggle because we're looking for toggle active. Boom. Right now, obviously that looks like shit because we need to add a animation or like a transition so it goes slow. Now we can see what we're actually doing, but let's go ahead and finish this off. And we'll say mobile menu, because we already, oops. Mobile menu dot class list dot toggle active. And we need to put these in here and hide them for desktop, but put them in here. We'll do that later. But let's finish off this. The next thing we gotta do is we have to say hamburger active. We could probably just let's just do that. So we're gonna have 3 childs. Span nth child 2. And in here we're gonna have the opacity down to 0. Alright? You see it hides it. And then you know it. Minus 14 pixels, minus 45 degrees to get that one to rotate where we need it to rotate. So hamburger active span nth child 3 transform translate y minus 14 pixels rotate minus 45 degrees. go. It looks pretty good. It's kind of thick, I think, on the width, but it works. So, it works. You can see. Okay, but something doesn't look right. Something don't look right. I have... What did I do wrong? See how it's snapping? There's no animation, but I have an animation right here. 35, 0.35 ease. Okay, let me look at this for a second. What did I do wrong? Ah, I see it. That's supposed to be transition. Nice. And I could bring the width down a little bit. I think I can do it right here. No, that's not the one. It's going to be... I'll probably bring it down here. Yeah. Now I have this mobile menu. I can say display none. And I can put it inside the menu. And I can have that show only. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to work on our links, okay? we're gonna try to put our links in here, and I think the plan, what we're gonna do, is try to have it animate from the right and have it slide in. We need to hide it off to the right. And let's just, so this right here we'll have, and we'll have it off to the right. First thing we're gonna do is we'll say position is going to be fixed. Okay. And then we'll do so we're gonna try to push it off to the right. So what I want is I want it to animate in. So when you open it, it can animate from the right in. So we need to push it over to the right. We could just keep going until it's off screen. So the further we go, the more it'll keep getting pushed. But let's just do 100 for now. And then we'll do a, maybe we can do, we could try like 300 pixels or something with 100 viewport height. Is that gonna work? It might work. 100 viewport height. So this is gonna be what we're gonna use. So 100 viewport height. So this is gonna be what our menu is gonna sit in, and we got viewport height. So that's gonna be the height of your device, iPhone, whatever it is. Now we could set that to like 200 pixels, 400 pixels, however far we want our this to go down for our menu. Now I could let's just do 5. No, let's do 100 viewport height for now, and then our menu will sit in there. Okay, and then what we'll do is display flex, flex direction column. So our menu is gonna sit in there. Okay. Padding. We need it to sit at the top though. So padding. We need to be a padding top. We need to sit at the top of our new background, but 100 pixels from the top of our navigation area. Okay. And then we need a transition. We could do transition all, but let's do a transition right, because I want it to come from the right at about 0.4 seconds ease. It doesn't do nothing yet, but okay. And then what we'll do, what's next? Now we have this active class. Let's call on that now. So dot mobile dot active, because we have that connected to JavaScript. So we need to be able to try to link them up, right? And we're gonna say right at 0. Now we need to. No, that ain't gonna work. We could try it. Color white. Color white, text decoration. Text decoration. Padding. We probably need to separate those a little bit more. So we could probably do 20 pixels, 40 pixels to make it move over more, but that might be too much. Also, don't like. See, it's not off the screen yet, so we might have to position that more off. Fuck. Okay. Just trial and error, man. Font size 22 pixels. Okay. Got moment a hover padding left 55 pixels. Alright, so now we got some issues. Of course, it's never programming when you ain't got issues. I will be there. Fuck. See, this doesn't look right. So we gotta do some adjustment. We gotta figure out. So it's animating, but it's not off screen. So we gotta figure out what the hell to do. So, and you can see this looks stupid as fuck on big screens, right? So there's a couple things we need to do. For big screens, we need to hide this fucking hamburger menu. It's dumb. Why would it be on big screens, right? We need to hide this shit too. Stupid. When we get the small screens, we need to hide this shit. That's our desktop. But we don't want this to show up until they open the fucking menu. We got some issues. Fuck. And it's late at night. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't even know. I'm trying to think what we. Okay, let's start with. Let's start with. Let's start with making this our mobile. Oh no. It might work. Let's try. So let's say display none. I'm thinking. Yeah, let's take these two out and make that display none. There we go. So, but this ain't positioned right. So let's see if we can get that position right. Let's go at 140. Let's go at 200. Let's go at 300. Perfect. There we go. And then let's take the width down to about 250 to about 200. Okay. And then let's take these two out and let's go ahead and display that none. And then let's hide that on bigger screens. So let's go ahead and go to our hamburger and let's say, get the fuck out of here. Boom. Now, I think we're figuring it out. My mind's coming back to me now. Now, let's go ahead and work on the mobile. We'll need to hide these, bring our hamburger menu back, and all that fun stuff. Just go down here, because that will be the easiest. So let's say Let's say a couple things. Let's say media max width of 768 pixels. And then let's say dot hamburger. Let's say display flex. So it should only show up on mobile devices now. Let's also hide our nav from our nav up here. So let's go ahead and grab it, but we want to keep our background, our header. So let's go in here and let's say also let's just take our nav and display none. Never mind. Forgot because they have the same name. What if we did? There we go. Let's position that on the right side. Flex direction. Let's say, oh, let's say, that's just gonna fuck it up right there. Whoosh. Trying to figure out the easiest way we could rotate that back. I could just do a margin, maybe. I could do a padding. Let's just do right at let's just do that. Alright, so we got display none. Let's say now we need to work on our actual this span block. So width 35 pixels, height make it a little smaller. We already got flex duration, so it don't really matter. I want there to be more of a gap. Yeah, we're gonna put more of a gap there. That's not gonna be under that tab though. We're gonna have to do it for the span. Then we can do 0 because I feel like they're too close together. Me personally. But we'll do that. We'll do that here. So what we'll do is we'll say, and then right here we can get give a gap. So we could probably use our gap for our height. Yeah, our height. So 2 pixels doesn't look bad. But you see it messes up our X, so damn. Okay. That's not good. So let's play around with our values here. So let's go to 20. Let's go over here. Fuck. Okay, this ain't good. And that is probably because not really sure what's going on with that. Hmm. Let's just delete it real quick. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Let me come up here and see how it looks up here. Looks fine right here. Okay, so let's just do dot hamburger display flex. Let's just display it like that. That works. You don't need to do all the extra stuff. living in you. Now we gotta figure out why the hell my links ain't showing up though. When we have a nav and we have a mobile menu, why isn't our link showing up when we click it? Honestly don't know. We have this surrounded in here. We're not getting no errors. Okay. I don't know why is it not working because everything looks correct for me and you. We have our Kant's hamburger. Mm. Alright, yeah. I'm tired now. I'm about to go eat something, watch some YouTube.